Welcome back, viewers at home. You're still tuned in right here on INX Prime channel 345 on your DSTV decoder. Today we have the honor of welcoming Mohammed Docrat, a dynamic personal trainer and empowering force of inspiration. From conquering his first marathon to helping clients overcome obstacles and reach new heights, Mohammed's journey shows that everyone has the ability to achieve greatness. Mohammed, assalamu alaikum and jazakallah so much for joining us on Prime Live.
Walaikum salam. How are you, Memuna?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
For having me.
Alhamdulillah. Now, just to get to understanding, you running a marathon, because we know a lot of preparation goes into it. What really brought you to that choice of saying, I am going to run my first marathon? And how did you go about preparing for it?
So my friends actually brought me to a marathon because I joined a running club in my area. And they inspired me. There's guys that have done comrades, they have done ultra marathons, Ironmans. So it's really inspiring. And then I joined a CrossFit club as well. Mm-hmm. So I draw my inspiration from all of them. And that inspired me to start running. And from there, I ran my first marathon, half a marathon, and yeah.
Wow. And then in terms of you preparing, because I know like through, conversations from outside that people are saying, are they going to the gym? Some of them are telling you that they're running. Some of them are buying certain regalias to prepare for the marathon. For you, what preparation went into place in terms of you running your first marathon?
So preparation was really difficult. It was 3 months of work. I had to do different runs. On Sundays, get up early in the morning. My long runs, which consists of a 21 kilo, then you slowly build it up. Speed work. Heels, so that as well. And then strength is very important, because if you lose strength, if you've got a lot of strength, it will carry you over in the marathon. And if you don't, you will struggle. Like me and my friend, I met as a random Cape Townian boy, and you won't believe, I told him let's go slow. We ran together the whole way, and we overtook like 1,000 people at the end. It was brilliant. We've placed really well. Top 26%, alhamdulillah.
Wow, alhamdulillah.
So it was very good for my first marathon. Yeah.
Now, in terms of preparing and also being part of the marathon, what would you say were some of the challenges, especially those of, mental as well as physical? Because we know that when you're doing something for the first time, you're quite positive at most, right?
Yeah.
And when things get a bit trickier, it's easy for you to now just fall off the wagon and just start feeling like, what was I doing? What am I here? Why am I here? And all these other things. So for you, just from preparing to actually being in the marathon, what would you say were some of the difficulties mentally and physically?
The difficulties were getting up, getting up and saying you're going to run early in the morning. Sometimes you feel like it's cold, you're not motivated, you've eaten out the whole weekend. As PTs, as healthy people, we eat out as well, because I believe in balance. So that's really difficult to overcome. But my motivation in that is saying, do what you can, do what you have to today, so you can do what others can't do tomorrow, So I always, and then I look at my techies, I say, do I want to run? If I want to, I go for a 20-minute run, even if I don't want to run. And then you feel so much better mentally. Yeah. Mentally, it's very difficult, but as you get into it and you set your mindset, and you think about it positively, what am I gaining? You find your why. Why do I want to run this marathon? What's it going to bring? And then you really enjoy the process and you get into it. So
now that you've completed your first marathon, if I can say so, what lessons have you drawn from that experience that you take with you, and each time you were to sort of inspire someone in terms of them getting into the marathon, you would love to share as something that you learned and for them to sort of have it as a takeaway?
So I learned always be positive, right? Find a community of support. So whether it is a running club, a CrossFit club, something, in this case it's a marathon, so someone to run with. Sometimes you want to run alone, it's fine, but that is the key in all of this. If you've got a positive support group, family, someone to help you, it's very good. It goes a long way. As PTs, we need trainers as well, so I would recommend that. I would highly recommend you keep someone to keep you accountable as well. Like your friends, my friends would phone up on me and say, Mo, have you done your long run? What are you doing? you know, and I say, no, I haven't done my long run, then they'll say, you better make it up because you're going to suffer in a marathon, you see.
Yeah.
So
No, that is
that
quite
helped.
remarkable.
Yeah.
Now, seeing that you're not only a personal trainer, but also a source of support and motivation for others. And I liked how you say, having that support system. I want to know from you, how have you been able to, translate your experiences and knowledge into a larger community by coaching?
So I've recently like inspired a lot of new runners because sub 4 hours, if you're a runner, you know it's for your first marathon, it's really good. A lot of people, it's a 5 minute 30 seconds per kilo pace, which is amazing, eh? And that's how I inspired. A lot of people are inspired by my achievement. Hopefully that would get them running. And personally, on my own, I've inspired one of my clients. He's done a CrossFit competition with me this year, and he wants to do next year a marathon plus a high rocks. So he is into it as well. That's where I find my, my purpose to this whole thing. So, yeah.
I'm going to just test the waters, Mohammed, because like this weekend I literally went for a hike, and mind you, it was just 5.6 kilometers. However, because it was a bit, uphills and so forth, I was at a point where I didn't know if I was halfway through or not, and I was just tired. I wanted to go back or move forward. Like I was literally quite in a very dilemma situation, because going back could mean I'm going twice the distance, or going forward and then completing it in time. What words of advice at that moment you would have said to someone who's struggling?
I would have said, you can, you will, and you are. So you can do it, you will do it, and you are doing it. You know what? So think about yourself, think about it. How are you going to feel after the marathon? And if you tell yourself you can and you will, you'll always do it. I always tell my clients, each client, I tell them, if you believe you can squat 100 kilos on a bar, you can squat it. But if you go with the mindset that I cannot do this, even if you trained really hard and you specifically train for that, mentally, if you lost the battle, you lose the battle physically as well. So,
would you say that is your personal philosophy on living life to the fullest, or you have another source of wisdom lying around?
Yes, I would say that's my philosophy. It's just, and always do your best. I mean, give it your best. You know, you don't need to be the best runner, the best lifter, but you find something that you enjoy and love, whether it's walking, hiking, something that's good for you. CrossFit, running. If you don't like that, dancing, whatever, it's an Islamic show, but whatever is good for you, whatever to keep you motivated, healthy, fit, do it, Yeah.
Now, just to close off our conversation, how can viewers get in touch with you in terms of maybe get you to coach them or also be their personal trainer in that sense?
Okay, so currently I'm based in Melpark, Virgin Active, but I'm relocating now in December to Victory Park.
Oh, okay.
Clients can contact me via my cell number 071 12 51 668. And then my Instagram handle, mfitness_fanatic. You can give me a follow to see my clients, my work there. And give me a call and say, listen, Mo, I want a session. Give me a complimentary session. And if you enjoy it, then we'll take it further, and according to your goals, we'll just work with you. Yeah.
And they need to say, we just saw you from INX and would like to, get you to assist us with our, goals or ambitions that we're aspiring to, right?
Yeah, they should.
But Jazakallah so much, Mohammed. Any words of closing you'd like to share with our viewers at home before we let you go?
Thanks for all the support, Without my friends, family, the running clubs, the CrossFit clubs, and everyone else in the community, thank you. It would have not been possible.
Jazakallah so much, Mohammed, for joining us this evening.
Jazakallah for having me.
Viewers at home, that was Mohammed Docrat, who is a personal trainer and an individual who did something that a lot of us probably thought of and never really got to where our take is, and got ourselves in the process of doing it, which is running his first marathon. And now he shared his experience on what was that like and what really got him through. And if you can just take those tips and carry it on yourself, probably you could be doing more than just a marathon. You could be doing a whole lot that is out there. But if you'd like to get him to assist you and coach you further, make sure you do make use of the contact details and social media handles that he shared with us. But on the note, let's head over to a net break. We'll see you when we come back.